Alrighty, so I was watching Regina Hall, not King, gotta get them right. Her interview on the Breakfast Club a couple weeks ago, and they were talking about their new movie. They come out, and it had me thinking because it was an interesting conversation. Then I watched her on. I watched Morris Chestnut too. I think on Sway. They both was on Sway together, and I think I watched another one of her interviews too. But she made a point that inside the interview, because pretty much Charlamagne and Envy were pretty much like, yo, we not really interested in seeing the movie, which I think is dumb, being that you have somebody come on your show to promote your movie. I guess the thing to do would be to support them, being that they came on your show. Like, people are gonna watch or listen to this segment because she's on here. Like, that's the whole point, give and take. So I thought them kind of like at least fake like you're gonna watch it at least, but I don't know. They made a point of, like, it's like the same black shitty thriller over and over again, which I am of that opinion. Well, I was. I still am. What I'm talking about. I remember when the first one, what was that? That one with Beyonce and Idris Elba was just horrible. It was more so Idris Elba. I think he just got his teeth fixed and he got that damn accent. And it's like, yo, it's like he was mumbling through the whole movie. Then Beyonce non-acting ass, just, it was horrible. I remember I was in the theater watching that movie, and like, I was with the chick, and then there was a white couple next to me. His girl was knocked out, and then this dude was just, he was like, yo, this movie was so shitty, I had to stay up just to watch it and see what happened. Like his girl was knocked out cold. The chick I was with was kept shushing me because I was like, this movie's garbage, so I'm just making fun of it the whole time. And she was actually into it, and I'm like, okay. But that was just a horrible movie. Then you had, it's pretty much like every fall, damn, that's a loud ass bus. Like about the fall time, we started getting this pattern of these black thrillers, which in my opinion are just remakes of a bunch of 90s movies that we grew up watching with, like Russell Crowe or Diane Lane or something like that, or, I mean, it's just the movies that were just, the wife is like just dumb and naive, and the husband is like, yo, don't let the dude in the house, and the wife goes, oh no, he's fine, he can come in, and then the wife lets him in, and then he's like a serial killer or something, and now the husband's got to go, because her dumb ass didn't listen. Like, those type of movies. That's pretty much what a lot of these are. But this one probably does have a twist and spins and all that stuff, but it's like, if you watch Baby's Mama, or you watch any movie with the plot line of, we can't have any more kids, so we gonna let the surrogate come live with us or be around us, but then the surrogate changes their mind or whatever. Like, it's not like we haven't seen that before, and I'm not saying that, everybody, Hollywood does the same shit over and over again, but to me, it seems like a lot of these black thrillers are just white movies that we watched in the 90s over. Now, Regina King's response to that, Hall, not King, was, well, y'all go out and watch all these damn superhero movies over and over and over again. I'm like, touche, she got them right there. That's a good point, but I still don't think that's the same context, because watching, superhero movies that you've been watching, the cartoons since you were a kid, if you're from the 70s, or if you're in that age group, you were reading the comics since you were a kid. So it's like, it's different. That's like a huge, big franchise that is timeless, whereas opposed to a drama, with a well-to-do rich black family out in the suburbs, and they can't have babies. That's not. Of course, it's not relatable to most black folks, and then it's not on the same level. But I disagree. I don't like how they didn't Envy kind of like pretty much let it be known that they didn't have any interest in watching it. Ye quickly said, yeah, I'm gonna go watch it, but they were like, yeah, and I get it. It's a date movie. It's like something for married couples. It's like, it's not as bad as like a Wait Until We Tell, where like a whole bunch of chicks, like how when that happened back in the 90s, where your grandmas, your aunties all went out together, 20 deep, they go see that. And that's exactly how black men need to go out and watch Birth of a Nation. The way black women go out and watch a Tyler Perry movie, or the way they go out and watch like some any type of, forgot that chick that married that homo. Still got her groove back, stuff like that. That's how black men need to go out deep and just watch Birth of a Nation. But anyways, it is, she made some points, and it's like, I just don't think that black people do mainstream thrillers well. Them shits are not relatable. Like, for example, the one No Good Deeds with Giselle Bud Taraji P. You know, he comes to the door and he goes, I live with a British accent, kind of, sort of. You know, I live down so and so street. Can you let me in? And I'm like, hold up. A black family in a white suburb, and some black person comes to your door late at night in the rain, dripping wet, talking about I live on. That's unbelievable. In real life, the black chick would have been like, yo, we the only black people that live out here. So I don't know you. I'm calling the cops. Like, that's would have been realistic right there. But this whole he let her in the house and all this other stupid stuff, and then another problem with a lot of these black thrillers are the black men don't even get to save the black women. They're too pro, you know, I can do better by myself, you know, and the one with Michael Ealy, you know, and the same characters all over again. The black man, Morris Chestnut, didn't get to be the hero. Of course, he dies trying to save her, but he doesn't get to be the hero. She saves herself. Same thing in No Good Deeds. She saves herself. It was like that element to it. But it was just interesting watching. I just don't. I haven't. I mean, I've seen lower budget black films, some call that didn't go mainstream and weren't in the theaters first week that were believable and they were practical and they were good. But it just seems to me a lot of these mainstream ones that go to the theaters and they come out there every fall, every October, September, when these events come out. Since you had Temptations with Tyler Perry, that movie was just horrible. I forgot the one. Fighting Temptations or whatever, Beyonce. You had one that was kind of not bad, but it was definitely a remake of one of those 90 movies, was the one with Samuel Jackson and Kerry Washington when she was dating a white dude, and more whole spoiler of the movie was, his wife left him for a white dude and died, so he was against interracial relationships, whatever. But that was just a remake of a movie that we watched back in the day in the 90s too. So it was like that one was, I guess, better acting in it, and it flowed well and all that, but it still was like the same shit. So it's like, I don't know. What do y'all feel about these black thrillers that keep coming out? I just saw the trailer for Kenan and Kel, whatever, the one dude. I don't like their comedy. I don't like their sketches and stuff. And when I saw the trailer, everybody talking about it right now on Facebook. I'm gonna go see it because it does look interesting. It has that Wicker Man kind of vibe to it though, but it looks interesting. At first I'm thinking like, is this serious? Because I thought it was a spoof. Then I saw subliminally, I saw his last name, so I'm thinking like, is this Kenan and Kel dudes that did this? And it's like, I'm like, so okay, this is a serious trailer. And then the way it starts off too with the whole the black dude with the white girl, and they're dealing with like those type of things, which is getting popular right now because of people want to be fake mad about Luke Cage character being with a Becky, and then dude from Fubu just wifed up a Becky. So it's like the timing of this is crazy because like those things are popping, and then you watching this trailer of a black dude. He's going away on a weekend with his girlfriend to go meet her white family for the first time. So it's like a lot you can do with that. It does seem it's definitely something different, unique in that aspect, to just go right head on and just deal with. One of the scenes was when a cop, they get in an accident, she's driving, the cop goes, "Where's your ID?" Like, what I mean? Like, it got my interest, even though I'm not a fan of their work either, though. Like, their comedy to me is corny. But what do y'all think about black thrillers? Do y'all think we do a good job? How do y'all feel about the idea? Her point was like, y'all go out and watch all these superhero movies over and over again, which they are saying they're about to redo Spider-Man for like the 18th time. It's gonna probably be another Hulk eventually. It's like, I'm done with Spider-Man. Definitely done with Spider-Man. But Avengers are to me alright right now. Kind of done with X-Men 2 in the theater. The last X-Men I saw in the theater was the third one, and it was just garbage. I did like the Wolverine. I did like the First Class, but I'm done with going to see X-Men in theaters. I'd rather watch it in a little man cave at home. But I will watch this movie eventually, and probably do a review about when I watch it. But I didn't go see it. I'm not like that person. If I don't see something open the weekend, I pretty much don't want to go see it in the theater. But that's my video. What do y'all think about these black thrillers? If y'all saw the movie, leave comments on what y'all thought the movie was. Is it something that you think guys would want to go see? To me, it was some Lifetime-y type stuff. Like, it's not a target audience for, young single black men. Definitely, It's definitely a date type of movie or a married couple going out. It's not even that deep for a bunch of women to go see it. It's not like that. You know, it's definitely not like that. And to me, it's weird too because I was going to do a video about this. How there's a lot of like imagery in the media right now. These black women who are just too old to have kids or they can't have babies, and it did seem like they were like it was being pushed like that for a minute. You had, I think her name's Aisha Taylor, the comedian chick. She's out there crying and bawling her eyes out because she couldn't have babies, and then boom, her husband filed for divorce like the next year after that happened. And you had Tyra Banks was doing that thing about it. So it was like it did seem like for a minute. Sherry Shepherd did the whole surrogate thing because she couldn't have a baby. You saw what happened with what's her name, Vivica Fox. Crying on. She's went on a tour talking about she regret not having babies when she was younger, she was in her career and all that dumb stuff. But she was dating party promoters and rappers like they were serious candidates for marriage and kids. I was just dumb. Don't feel bad for you, but maybe those stories like that probably opened up this to being more real for black people. Like, oh, I'm on my last egg. I can't handle babies no more. So we need a surrogate. And then, oh yeah, Melissa Harris, too, last name Perry, actually had a surrogate for her last name. Her last kid too. So it's like, is that the trend in Hollywood? Is that what's popping? They saying Janet 50 and pregnant. I don't know if that's real. It is what it is. She looked big as hell, but we all saw Beyonce belly fold on what was that? Wendy Williams. So it is what it is. But what y'all think about these black thrillers? Are you into them or not? Cause for right now we like 0 for 5. In my opinion, they just weren't good. They weren't exciting. And again, I'm not saying that we can't do it because I'm gonna probably link the one that I did watch that had so many twists and turns and was good. I think it's a drink that had Mekhi Phifer in it. LL was in it. That was a decent movie. Like it just was like it kept you guessing. Your head was always on a swivel. But these mainstream ones that's getting backed by like Sony and Universal, all that that's coming out, like this is like, let's just put these out every year. Not saying that the content is good, but it's a lot of the same actors and stuff like that, and some of them have been typecast to where it's like hard to see them outside of those roles. Like Regina Hall's been in comedies. The first, I think, she did a couple serious movies, but like when she was in Law Abiding Citizens, like she didn't have much screen time, but it was just like she just got this cute, funny looking, silly face. So it's like I can't take you serious, chick. But that is what it is. Let me know.